Well, if I'm not mistaken, this is Renman Live again. Renman Live on Facebook Live, I might add. Welcome, folks. It's Monday. What a morning after. Had an election here in America this past week. And if you live here, you know that about half the folks are feeling pretty good about it. A little more than half are not feeling very good about it. And I think it speaks to what we all know about life. Sometimes life delivers the unexpected. It defies prediction and prognostication. Sometimes it defies logic and proportion. But it is what it is, and we are left to deal with it no matter what. And so today, I thought I would let that be the theme for today's little session here today. A while back, let's see if I can get this right today at 1. That's my website. Actually, I didn't quite get it right. Hang on. I started a website called RenmanMusicandBusiness.com. And I did it with an eye toward helping aspiring artists and music professionals find their way around today's music business. And a big part of that was our web show, Renman Live, which you're watching right now. Let me see if I can get this right. Oh, Christ. There we go. All right. A big part of it was a course called The Insider's Guide to Today's Music Business. My best take on everything you need to know about the music business, definitely from an insider's eye. And one of the things I've learned over the years about the music business is while talent and dedication and all those things are important, if you're going to succeed in the music business, you need to have a great attitude. And the reason for that is that, just like this past week has demonstrated for all the folks that live here in America, life comes up with some surprises and disappointments and obstacles, and they're constantly in front of you. And in many cases, they can be debilitating and demoralizing and sap the inspiration right out of you. So if you're going to succeed, you need to develop an attitude that allows you to work through all of that, right? This past, let me back up a second. And over the course of the last 2 years, I've had, hundreds of folks that have plugged into my little world through the course and through the website. And learned about the music business and Google Hangouts and lessons and so forth. And so I get a constant, steady supply of emails from folks that are appreciative of that, and I'm very appreciative that they took the time to write. So today, as I was preparing for the webcast, I got a note from a gentleman by the name of Keenan Fry that I want to share with you right now. It says, "Hello, my name is Keenan Fry." He said, "I really enjoyed the channel you've created. I recently discovered you about 2 weeks ago when I was digging around your YouTube channel for interviews." Interesting point there, folks. Brand new for him. I've been doing this 4 years and went through a little period over the last 6-7 months where I lost a little my inspiration for it, and I'm getting it back these days. He goes on to say, "I thought your interview with Nick Raphael was amazing. If you haven't watched that, I'm going to leave some links here for you folks. First, I was completely floored by the length of the interview. The fact that Nick was willing to give you over an hour and a half of unfiltered time was amazing. There was no bullshit in that interview." Well, I've known Nick for a few years, and Nick Raphael and the Renman getting together, that is not going to be a shortage of editorial comment flowing around. He goes, "Additionally, you've had other amazing career musicians, industry professionals on your channel, which only further cements my respect for your commanding reputation within the industry." You're too kind, Keenan. Anyway, he says, "Please send me some info on your course. I just started checking out your online content, but I was wondering if there was a specific chapter or video off the top of your head that you would recommend for me to watch and read." In fact, there is one of those, and it's called Fuck the Gatekeepers. And I'm going to play it for you right now. Let's see if this is all going to work. Come on, little darling. Love it. It's called Fuck the Gatekeepers, and for all the stuff that's going on, particularly true in America, but also in everybody's lives and their careers and so forth and so on. When I am faced with obstacles and issues in front of me, I get a little defiant and I refuse to bend, even though I have to sometimes. And so I've come up with a little mantra, a little fight song, a little like the Trojans who are playing this week. Fuck the gatekeepers, fight on. That's the Trojan mantra. I'm going to share with you mine today in hopes that it will inspire you a bit. And then when I'm done, I'm going to give you a little update on my recent hoo-ha with YouTube and how I have fucked the gatekeepers a little bit. Okay, let me play it for you here and see if we can get this to work today.
Fuck the gatekeepers. You know, people ask me all the time, what is this fuck the gatekeepers thing all about, Ren? If you're looking to do something big, like succeeding in the music business, it's so easy to feel overwhelmed. It takes so much to make things happen that it's easy to get lost. For me, having a single thought helps me stay focused on each step of the ride. My way of doing that is to develop a slogan or a mantra that fires me up and keeps my mind from wandering ahead. Fuck the gatekeepers is my acknowledgement of all the obstacles you'll face as you try to build a career in this music business. Whether it's finding the right creative partners to make that great music, whether it's trying to get a record deal or a music publishing deal, finding a great manager or agent to help you turn that music into money, or just trying to pay the rent while you make things happen. Fuck the gatekeepers is the attitude that you need to have in today's music business. It's what you'll tell yourself every time you hear a no while you're waiting for that great yes that can change everything. Fuck the gatekeepers is what you'll think about every time you lose a little battle, fall back, and regroup for the next one. It'll be your reminder that winning the war, not every battle is the end game. Fuck the gatekeepers is my battle cry. It should be your battle cry as well. Your rebel yell, your Trojans, fight on. Your Marines, hoorah. People ask, who are these gatekeepers? That gatekeeper might be a person standing between you and your target. Perhaps it's a radio programmer who won't play your song on his station, or an A&R guy at a label, or a club booker who won't return your phone calls. Perhaps it's a band member who doesn't share your same vision or commitment to the target you've identified and is holding you and your bandmates back. Maybe it's a member of your professional team whose enthusiasm is not matched by their experience or their ability to make things happen in a meaningful or timely way. That gatekeeper might be a situation or a circumstance you need to work through. You've written a great song that should be on the radio, but the radio stations only want to deal with major labels and you're not on a major label. Fuck the gatekeepers. You've landed a tour slot, but it doesn't pay enough to cover your expenses. Fuck the gatekeepers. Make it happen. You made a great record, but you don't have the money to promote it. Don't fold up. Say, fuck the gatekeepers and find a way. Sometimes I find that the gatekeeper is you. You don't want to put out your record until it's perfect. That's what you say. But what you meant is that you're really worried about the judgment that that record will face when you release it. You count all the reasons why something won't happen or it can't happen, instead of finding the reasons it can happen. Instead of managing your fear, insecurity, and paranoia, you let it get the best of you. You spend more time worrying and complaining than you spend doing. If you have a fuck the gatekeeper attitude, you are going to find ways to make things happen. In the past, working around some of these music industry gatekeepers was a lot tougher. In today's world, technology has made it a lot easier to work around those gatekeepers. Whether it's creating, artists have the means today to make great music and great visuals while spending a fraction of what it cost in the past. Distribution. If you make a great song or video today, you can guarantee that it's available around the world for people to see and hear if you can get their attention. marketing and promotion. Artists today have their own websites, their own social media channels that can help them tell their own story and build a connection to your fan base, whether it's 100 people or 100 million. Artists and music professionals in today's music business, more so than ever, need to have a fuck the gatekeeper mentality. You need to make a commitment to innovate, to think out of the box, to challenge the status quo, to look at old problems in new ways. And of course, you'll get lots of commentary and editorial along the way of how you should be doing things and what your prospects of success are. My advice, don't pay too much attention to what other people think. You're not going to stop just because someone else does not believe in what you're doing. You'll remind yourself that it's your mission, that you're the person that you can most count on. Fuck the gatekeepers means I'm doing this, folks. Fuck the gatekeeper means I'm not stopping until I make this happen. And if it doesn't happen, it's going to be my decision, not yours. Fuck the gatekeepers. Make something happen.
Fuck the gatekeepers indeed. All right, folks. You know what you got to do in your own life. If you're pissed off about the election, do something good about it. Do it with some dignity and grace. That would be my advice. Speaking of gatekeepers, last week I reported on the program that because of some copyright infringement issues, minor league ones, I think, but still violations, I suppose. I was banned from streaming on YouTube, which is a drag because I really do. One of the things I love about streaming is not the chaos that ultimately ensues in all the stress it gives me, but I love the interaction, being able to actually talk to real people from around the world. So I spent the first couple of days getting pissed, spent the next part of the week trying to figure out how to make it happen. I'm well aware of Facebook Live, but I couldn't figure out how to make it work in the context of our shows with all our gags and cameras and tricks and so forth and so on. So anyway, I finally found a way through it. I got our old friend, Mr. TriCaster here, whoops, Jesus Christ, here we go again. Oh, that camera went off. I'll go back to me. See? Battery back there, camera went off. Anyway, I found a way to get to Facebook Live with all our gags intact. And so tonight at 5 p.m., I'd like to follow up with this for all you folks, give you a chance to plan on something. Have you come and join me to talk about these gatekeepers, what you're doing to fight the gatekeepers in your life, and work through all those obstacles. And I'm also hopefully going to be joined by a young manager. I love talking to the young bucks out there. His name is Joey Paputzis, and he's a young manager / lawyer, 25, 26 years old from Chicago, who my son met networking out at a local music festival here recently. He manages a great young act called Louis the Child. One of those Louis the Child guys is a Trojan, so I'm interested in talking to them as well. He's going to join me tonight to talk about how he took his little band, Louis the Child, 2 teenagers from Chicago, and put them in the national spotlight. There's some great lessons for you, but he's got some real FTGK instincts on his own already. Anyway, that's it for today on the program. My name is Steve Rennie. That's the Red Man, that's me. Here to help you learn about this music business, try to do something great. So I hope you'll keep coming back. That's it for today. Hopefully, I'll see you tonight at 5 p.m. on Facebook Live on our Renman Music and Business Facebook page. Look forward to seeing you, meeting you, and maybe we'll figure out how to do a Skype call or two for those folks that want to get in the act. That's it. That's Redman Live. We'll see you tonight at 5 p.m., I hope. See you later.